Hey guys, welcome back to another Lost Boy Comics video. This week it was a light week, so there was nothing in my pull list from the ongoing stuff, so I just picked up 3 number ones, and I also have a sketch cover that I just finished today, just before filming this, so I can show you as well. So the first one I'm going to show you is a sketch cover. Did it on an Aquaman all-in number 1. It's the Jeremy Adams new run. I added some shading in it, like in his glove, so you can see some of the muscles in the tendon in his forearm, and then also just a little bit on the skin of the seahorse there, just to separate the armor to the skin, so it didn't look too busy in a way where you kind of lost the definition of some of the pieces. But yeah, it's on like a blue cover. I've only used a few color ones, but the blue really works for this one. This one will be on the site probably today or tomorrow. But yeah, that's this one. And then let's get into the pickups and what I've read. So the first one I picked up was Wolverine and Kitty Pryde number 1. It's written by Chris Claremont, so that's kind of really the reason I picked it up. It's set in between Wolverine and Kitty Pryde number 6 and Uncanny X-Men 129, I think. 192, sorry. I thought the story was alright. Like, it didn't really pull me in to the story, and then it kind of set up a battle at the end where they go into a snowy place to set up a battle, but I don't think I'm going to pick up issue 2. Then after that one I picked up Wacky Racers number 1 by Dynamite Comics. I really just picked this one up because my parents were a big fan of Wacky Racers. They loved it, so when I was growing up they'd kind of put it on TV if it was on like Cartoon Network or Boomerang or whatever. They used to put all the old ones on. So I knew Dastardly and Muttley and Penelope Pitstop, but there was a few others which I knew their faces. Once I saw them in the comic, I was like, oh, I remember that one, but like I didn't really remember the names. But I was expecting kind of one and done race stories, like kind of like the cartoon and kind of drawn like the cartoon, but I was wrong. It has like a proper story to it, and the artwork is like really detailed, really nice. So you have, it's just like the races, but then at the start there's like a big crash, so you have like bits in here as well from like, so they do have actual races in it, but it's more of like behind the scenes of Penelope Pitstop, like what she dealt with as a child, being a child star, and trying to leave that and wants to actually portray and go into racing. But then she has this crash, she has to pay for this car, she doesn't want sponsors, she doesn't really get sponsors, like everyone else has all these big sponsors, so their cars are paid for. So she's just trying to figure out how to get this money in to fix this car to make sure you keep doing the races. And then there's, I think his name's Peter Perfect. He's now the owner of Wacky Racers. He's combined 2 championships together, and wants her to be like the president of it. So there's going to be a bit more kind of plot lines behind the scenes of the races coming through. But I really liked how it was done. I wasn't really expecting it to be more of like an adult kind of book, which I guess they would have done it because kids nowadays don't really know what Wacky Racers is. It's only the older ones. But yeah, it was such a good read, so I'm definitely going to pick more of these ones up. And then lastly, it was Amazing Spider-Man versus Godzilla, and this one is my pick of the week. First off, I just really grabbed it because of the cover. It's such a cool cover. It reminds me of like the old boxing posters and stuff, and black and red, I feel like those colours always go together. So with it being Spider-Man, black and red as well, I had to do it. I like Godzilla, but I've never watched really the films. I kind of just know of him. The artwork inside was also, I found, really good. as well. So you have Peter in the black suit fighting Shocker, and then Godzilla appears halfway through the fight. He quickly like stops the fight, wraps it up, and then goes to see what Godzilla wants. Godzilla's going towards his apartment. He goes and saves MJ. MJ and Black Cat have a little conversation together, because Black Cat in this story is dating Peter. And then they're kind of Spider-Man and Godzilla, they're fighting. And then, do you know when Spider-Man loses his black suit first, whereas the bell and the vibrations from the bell help separate the suit from him? That happens in this, but with Godzilla's roar. And you knew from the start that they're probably going to do a venomized Godzilla, just because first off, he's in his black suit. They love doing venomized everything nowadays in the comics, so you knew it was going to happen. But the way that they did it, for me, made it seem more kind of worth it, because it didn't seem like, oh, they're doing it just to say that they've got venomized Godzilla. There was actually a reason for it. It was like, oh, okay, the symbiote's separated because of the vibration, and then it's going to go onto the floor and it attaches it to Godzilla, and then Godzilla has all the knowledge and the info from the symbiote and just goes on even more of a rampage. And then they managed to kind of separate it, but the Spider-Man has to go back to Shocker, gets his shock bracelet things, and then a few other things, and just uses it all together to get rid of the symbiote. I thought it was a really good read. Like, it didn't need to be a full thing, which is good, because I think it is just a one issue, because I did a Hulk one. I think they might have done something else, but I didn't pick them up. But it was a really good issue, really fun read, especially when it's like a light week. So if you haven't picked this one up, if you can read it online or they still have it at your comic shop, I'll definitely go and pick it up, because it's a fun little read and it's Spider-Man. And if you can get this cover is sick. But yeah, that was my little 3-issue pickups from this week, and the sketch cover that I've done. I've got a commission for a Kylo Ren one, so you'll probably see that one soon, and hopefully I can get some more commissions in and some more covers. I've got a bunch of covers to work on, so there'll be more coming up. But if you like this video, you like my pickups, my thoughts, if you want to give me some feedback, because I haven't really done YouTube for that long, and I had that break, so it's kind of getting back into the flow. If you have any tips or anything, any feedback, just leave it in the comments. Remember to like if you liked the video, and subscribe if you want to see more.